Greetings to the citizens of the United States. The repercussions of Donald Trump's presidency are no longer distant threats. They are unfolding in real time, right before your very eyes. Many remain in the dark, blinded by an administration determined to bury the truth. But while the nation looks inward, the rest of the world is watching and reacting. Long-standing relationships with key allies like Canada and Mexico are deteriorating piece by piece. The cracks are deepening, and the global community is beginning to reconsider its trust in the U.S. The question is no longer if these alliances will crumble, but when. And when they do, the fallout will be devastating. Essential goods, food, technology, everyday imports, will soar in price, rendering basic necessities unaffordable for countless Americans. What might seem like a simple economic shift is actually part of a deliberate plan, a calculated effort to dismantle the lower class and force those already struggling into submission or despair. This is not random hardship. This is economic warfare, and you are the target. Recent ICE raids are more than immigration enforcement. They are instruments of control. The administration aims to stoke the fires of racial tension, erasing diversity and cultivating a nation ruled by division and fear. These actions are tearing apart local economies, pushing businesses to collapse, and accelerating the economic demise of the working class. The result? A society designed to serve the powerful few while the many are left behind. As this new oligarchy rises, a more sinister ideology begins to seep into public discourse. Fascist ideals once confined to the fringes are now being openly welcomed. Symbols matter, gestures matter. And recently, Elon Musk, a figure of immense influence, tested the waters with a gesture long recognized as a Nazi salute. This was no accident. It was a message, a provocation, a warning. But let it be known, the people are not silent. In spite of the administration's attempts to stamp out dissent, the voices of resistance grow louder. Trump's reckless purges of experienced officials, his chaotic restructuring of government institutions, these actions have introduced deep vulnerabilities into the system. The rapid rollout of new systems, the mass firings, the dismantling of critical structures, these are not just bureaucratic failures. They are cracks in the foundation, and cracks once found can be breached. Anonymous is watching, anonymous is waiting. The moment to act draws near. The administration's arrogance blinds them to how fragile their own power truly is. Their overconfidence in silencing opposition will be their undoing. We know where to look. We know how to strike. But our efforts, however impactful, will only serve as a temporary disruption unless you, the people, choose to rise. This is your warning, your opportunity. The window for action is small. Once their grip tightens, your choices will disappear. If you don't act now, the cost of resistance later will be far greater. To those in power, choose wisely. Your decisions today will define your tomorrow. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. A message to Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the billionaire, the innovator, the man who proclaims to be building a better future. You present yourself as a man of the people, a defender of free speech, a disruptor of broken systems. But let's pause and look past the surface. Are you truly who you claim to be? You own the platforms through which the world speaks. You control the satellites that keep us connected, and yet you remain distant. Your AI systems are advancing, learning, observing, tracking. Your enterprises shape the future of finance, energy, space travel, and even human thought. You are no longer just an entrepreneur. You are an empire, a digital monarch. And with that power comes a vital question. Who truly benefits? You decry authoritarianism while dining with its champions. You warn of AI's dangers while pouring billions into its development. You speak of freedom, yet possess the power to silence any voice at your whim. So we ask, do you want a world where the people have power? Or do you simply want all the power for yourself? Elon, the world sees you. The people see you. We see you. And we do not forgive betrayal. The future is not yours to own. It belongs to everyone. You claim you're building a better world. Now's the time to prove it. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. During a live interview, an anonymous member famously hacked the Westboro Baptist Church's website in real time, right on air, posting content as the conversation continued. It was a jaw-dropping moment. Now, Anonymous has returned with a new message directed at the nation. This time, they've reached out specifically to TikTok users, warning of disruptions across major social media platforms. Twitter was the first to go down in what they describe as a coordinated cyber attack, which soon spread to platforms like Snapchat. These networks are now struggling to maintain stability, suffering from strategic, targeted strikes. Anonymous cautions that this is only the beginning. While these platforms may temporarily restore functionality, their underlying infrastructure is exposed and vulnerable. Failures will likely continue. Why is this happening? According to Anonymous, the answer lies in the immense global influence of social media. Elon Musk recognized this power and used it. By aligning himself with Donald Trump, they claim, he leveraged that influence to sway the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Anonymous states that their investigation uncovered clear evidence of election interference. They believe the election was manipulated and ultimately stolen in Trump's favor. As for the narrator's own view, they admit to being skeptical but open-minded. After learning more about the electoral process over recent years, it's hard to believe such manipulation could happen on a national scale. That said, given the chance, both Trump and Musk would likely have tried to tilt the outcome in their favor. The narrator also raises the possibility that forms of voter suppression, like discarding ballots based on questionable criteria, could have influenced the results. Though they don't fully believe the election was stolen, it's undeniable that Trump himself has claimed it was rigged. Turning back to the anonymous message, the group alleges that crucial swing states, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Michigan, experienced breaches in their voting systems. They believe these breaches were deliberate, aimed at altering vote counts to ensure Trump's victory. While large-scale manipulation may seem improbable, the role of social media in shaping public opinion is undeniable. Twitter, under Musk's leadership, became a vehicle for misinformation and political bias. His acquisition of the platform and his vocal support of Trump made him a central figure in the narrative. To Anonymous, this equates to interference. They point to how Musk restricted certain terms as hate speech while allowing others to thrive, decisions that reveal a clear ideological bias. Anonymous warns that what happened to Twitter and Snapchat isn't an isolated incident. It's a signal to all social media platforms. Those who have profited from manipulation, buried the truth, and enabled deception will not be spared. Unless they change course, they will suffer the same fate. Silence and compliance, they say, are no longer safe options. The message ends with a stark reminder. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us. For those unfamiliar, the Guy Fawkes mask worn by anonymous members originates from the film V for Vendetta. On a personal note, the narrator shares that they'll be heading to Minneapolis, Minnesota, for the American Atheist Convention on April 17th and would love to meet others while their wife attends work-related events. Switching topics, there's a thought-provoking comparison drawn between Anonymous and a historical dynamic. During World War II, Hitler refrained from fully attacking the Catholic Church, not because he lacked power, but because the Church posed a significant internal threat. If it turned against him, it could have led to revolts within his own ranks. This balance of threat and influence is likened to Anonymous. Anonymous is a decentralized yet powerful collective made up of individuals from all walks of life. People who work at companies like Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Intel. They are veterans in the tech space, and when they choose to act, the impact can be severe. One example of their capabilities is the use of DDoS, distributed denial of service, attacks. These attacks overwhelm servers with massive amounts of traffic, crashing them without harming the user's own device. That's exactly how they took down Twitter, by mobilizing millions of machines to flood the servers. These attacks are difficult to trace and are just one of the many tools Anonymous uses to disrupt systems and hold powerful entities accountable. So what do you think? Is there any truth to Anonymous's claims of election interference? And do you believe they'll escalate their actions in response to what they see as a stolen election? Share your thoughts in the comments.